Salford photographer Paul Watson set himself a challenge last year to take a picture every day.
He joins us now to chat about his subject matter and why he decided to start this project. Paul, welcome. On the face of it, it seems fairly straightforward. Just take a photograph every day. I would imagine there was a bit more to it than that, though, wasn't there?
There is, yes, because I want to take a good photo every day.
Not just any old photograph, not just a snap of the kids in the lounge every time. So a quality photograph every day of where? Greater Manchester, your immediate environment, where?
Anything, really, because if you can imagine 365 days, you've got to have 365 ideas.
Well, I mean, obviously you work full-time. How consuming was it to think up a creative picture, or were you just out and about and you thought, oh, that's nice?
Sometimes, yes. Other times I'd be running around the house at 11:30 going spare, thinking...
I've got to get one taken before midnight.
Got to get one now.
Yeah. Well, we're looking at some of the fabulous shots now.
It's the Manchester Wheel and fireworks. So is that last New Year's Eve, possibly? Or no?
That's from 2009.
Yeah. So it's... Oh, right, this is the immediate...
2000, so it's...
It is just towards the end of last year.
2009.
Yes, the last one. And who are those two little
my two little girls on holiday in a place
called Wrocław. That looks like a door in Italy somewhere, isn't it?
In Wrocław, in Poland.
Oh, right.
In a town square, which is beautiful.
Now, these are a lot better pictures than I would take if I was taking a picture a day. This looks like a summery one. Was this in the summertime?
Yeah, that's in the summertime. Just a bee on a flower.
Yeah.
And that particular garden... In that garden there were lots of beautiful colours, and if you focus on the bee and lose the background, you get the nice background. That's at the other place, Anthony Gormley. I'm sure you recognise that.
Yeah, one of many figures. They're all positioned looking out to sea, aren't they?
There's usually 100 statues and about 200 photographers there.
Yeah.
There you go.
What's the reason behind deciding to do this?
Well, I love photography. And then setting myself a discipline of taking one every day, just to try and improve, really, to get the shot. And
what do you intend to do with all those pictures?
They're on a website called Flickr, a website, and then I've got my own personal website, so I'll pick the best of them and put them on there.
There's a book in there somewhere.
That's what I was thinking.
Did you find then, because, I mean, you know, it's often said, you know, it's like being the Poet Laureate, it's sometimes difficult to be creative on cue. The Poet Laureate has to write a poem for the Queen's birthday or something, whereas you imagine creativity comes, you know. Is it easy or harder to be disciplined by having to take a photograph to make yourself be creative, did you find?
It's very difficult.
Difficult?
But once you start, the ideas seem to flow and you seem to get a photo out.
Do you intend to do it again this year?
Yeah, I've started again this year.
Your family must love you walking around with that thing absolutely every moment of every day.
Yeah, they want
you must carry it with you everywhere, do you?
I do, yes. Just in the car. I feel naked without it.
I presume the whole point to doing it again this year is that there'll be totally different pictures.
Yes, there will be, yes.
And so will that reflect there'll be sort of two totally different years and you'll be able to look back at them almost like a diary?
A little bit like a diary, but... over the whole 365 days, life isn't that exciting. There's only, say, 100 exciting days, really.
Did you ever take the same subject twice in those 365 days? Because sometimes people will return to a subject and re-photograph it or repaint it or redraw it, and you can get a whole different look, especially during the seasons, for example.
Yes, I did that once or twice, and I intend to do that this year as well, revisit some of the old ideas and try and do them better.
Maybe show you've improved.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, fabulous. Puts me to shame I don't take a picture of anything.
No.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Good luck to you, and thank you for coming in and sharing your story with us. It's an interesting New Year's resolution, isn't it? A photograph every year. Quality photograph every year.
Yeah.